with the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward in the park, awkward in the dark, awkward when they walk, awkward when they talk, awkward in the daytime, so shine it while everybody talk it out. Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts. White guys. They got nice legs. Take 'em out. They look fine. They got the goofy legs. They got the goofy legs.
I like the way they feel. No one wants hot knees. Let's really hit this second check. Here we are.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs. Look like a turkey. Whole white turkey. Skinny dead turkey. Look like a turkey. Talk about
Awkward white guys in shorts.
with the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward in the park, awkward in the dark, awkward when they walk, awkward when they talk, awkward in the daytime.
I like the way they feel. No one wants hot knees.
white turkey. Skinny dead turkey. Look like a turkey. Talk about
Awkward white guys in shorts.
with your goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With your goofy legs.
Awkward in the park. Awkward in the dark. Awkward when they walk. Awkward when they talk. Awkward in the daytime, so shine it white. Everybody talk it out. Awkward white guys in shorts.
With your goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts. White guys. They got nice legs. Take 'em out. They look fine. They got the goofy legs. They got the goofy legs.
I like the way they feel. No one wants hot knees.
Hello?
Oh my God!
We've been having a time. We've had a time. We've had a live stream time.
It's been a lot. It was more like a barely alive.
It was,
stream.
and by ourselves. And live stream, the whole point is that you're supposed to, broadcast two people, and we weren't.
Into the world. We had such grandiose plans.
We had so many plans.
Such large
Look
dreams.
at how many instruments are out. There's a guitar.
I got a keyboard over here.
This thing goes.
Yeah. Now I'm feeling like I'm forcing it, like I'm being over charismatic because I'm like, what do you call that?
Over charismatic.
Over charismatic.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey.
We were gonna interview Kara Francis. She played Mother Teresa. We had her. We could see her.
You know what? Here's the thing. Down with FaceTime. Turn Lloyd up.
Turn Lloyd up.
Lloyd's going up.
Am I too loud? Does that mean turn me down? Is that what you really mean to say? Because that's fine.
All right, we're turning
We were
Lloyd
getting
down.
kind of deep with Kara. I was asking her what it was like to see it for the first time because that interests me so much. Because when I watch a rap battle for the first time,
Right.
I hate it.
Yes, well, you have a very different experience of
But yeah,
what it does.
It's powerful. When I see it, I'm like, I hate this.
What I love is watching it when other people watch it, like
Sure.
the reactors and stuff.
Which is
We wanted
another
to
thing
do
we were
that.
going to do today. It was a great part of the show. We were going to react. We were going to react to reactions, which I know has been done. It's not like we thought of it, but it was like, that'll be fun. Let's do that.
We're trying to figure it. We might roll the dice and try it later. We might. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna immediately abandon it.
We
though,
could watch it
because
on our phones and
we
just
could
be
watch
reacting.
it on our phone and be reacting. But we do have. We're not completely without something to do because first of all, we're here and you're here. So those are
Josh
two
is
good
here.
things.
Josh has been
is
pulling
here.
his hairs out trying to make this technology work, and we can't. And Josh created the rug background for Sigmund Freud
Yes.
and did all the animations of Sigmund Freud's verses, which is a thing.
Yes.
It's a whole thing.
For sure. If you guys are listening and I'm gonna have questions for you today. So sometimes we do a Q&A when you ask us questions, and that's good. But I'm gonna have a lot of questions for you today, and I want you to respond to them in the comments as we go. Now we'll pepper these in along the live stream today, but please don't hesitate to type around and type it up because this is important for us to hear from you today.
It sounded like you were about to launch into questions right there. It feels like a natural time.
Okay, so here's my first question for you. Here's my first question for you. How are you all watching this now? Phone, laptop? Are you in a VR headset?
Vertical or vertical or horizontal?
And vertical or horizontal? And which? So yeah, first question is what are you watching on? And the second question is vertical or horizontal? But it would only be vertical or horizontal if it was on a phone. So that's
then you get to switch.
So that's like sort of like a siphoned down
And
question.
who honestly watches anything on a phone like this? Like sometimes if I'm halfway through the Great British Bake Off,
Yeah.
I'll remember, oh my God, I've been watching it super small, and I'll turn it.
Yeah. And I have this little squeaker thing on my phone so I can watch it like this. But 9 times out of 10,
I'm here.
I'm doing like that.
And I'll watch something for a good 10, 20 minutes before I realize, oh, sorry.
But that's just us. We want to know from you because when we do these live streams, I want to know how you're watching them and where you're watching them so we can make it work best in that environment.
Lloyd wants to get the smallest camera possible, and I want to get the biggest camera possible. I'm like, we should have lights, we should have smokes, we should have dancers. We should make this a big production.
Yeah. So let us know that. Are we hearing anything back right now?
Huh.
Uh-huh.
The rest Macintosh. Macintosh computers.
Couple verticals. A lot of horizontals. Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Comments are visible horizontal.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
Good to know.
That's huge because no one
huge.
just wants to
See,
watch
this is why I wanted
This
to
is
do
important.
This.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay, so definitely, I've been. Oh God, now I look like. an
Should
ass.
we raise the production value and run the risk of either burning out or taking resource time away from the epic rap battles of history, or should we lower the production value and make it with just like pinhole cameras, like old, like
Yeah. Should we stream from Mount Capachipu?
yeah. Because right now we have a light, we had a thing, we tried to do interviews, it was hard, we messed it up. We've got even microphones is a thing. You got to bring out that thing.
Right. Yeah. I had to bring out this whole mixer board.
It's the whole thing.
This is not.
Can I tilt the camera? Look, we got a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to complain.
This is
Ju-
not
we're
a.
just asking.
This is not a bitch fest. This
We're
is
just
just
asking.
a window into how. Yeah. This is the. I don't even. There you go.
Okay.
We got a cord into the thing. It's
Oh,
like
it's
plugged in.
6% battery, man.
There's only. Yeah.
What happened?
This is the life that we.
Did I just break it?
Oh no!
Because it wasn't 6% battery. The battery would have just died.
We're back up. Okay. We're back. We are good.
Okay.
We currently have a phone.
Sorry about that.
We have a camera plugged into the wall.
Oh, this is so precarious.
This is very precarious.
It looks like you're interviewing a bunch of dorky guitars.
All right. So there is that. So now we know the comments are
Sorry.
visible and horizontal. So shooting.
Okay.
Let's just get to the. Now we're back.
Yeah.
Now we're back.
I feel like this is one of the best live streams that's ever happened. Like anywhere. This is so real, man.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's good to know. And when we say PC, does that mean laptop, personal computer, or does that mean like Apple? I mean like an Android. You know what I mean?
Like a computer?
Like
I think-
PC means personal computer,
Sure.
but does it also mean like
I think they're inferring. Because I think people who have Macs say laptop.
right, and other people say PCs?
I think so.
So then why would
But I
I
could
say
be
where are
wrong.
you watching it? They'd say a PC.
Because they're watching on either like a I don't know, maybe a desktop.
Desktop
Yeah, there's gamers.
gamers. God, a game.
What would I say if I was watching on an iMac? I'd say computer. I think
I watch it on computer.
watching on a computer or watching
Maybe
on
it's
a
an
laptop.
international thing. Maybe people are international and they say PC when you go international.
I don't know.
All right. Somebody died?
Oh, Rick Ocasek. I was trying to play the Cars before we started, or while we were trying to start. And yeah, Rick Ocasek died, man.
Is he the lead
He's-
singer of the Cars?
He was the lead. Well, he's the lead songwriter of the Cars. So he did not sing lead on Just What I Needed. That was actually the much prettier other guy. but Rick Ocasek sang lead on other songs like all the other ones.
All the other Cars
yeah,
songs.
all the other Cars songs.
All the rest of the
no,
fleet.
they're great, and he produced Weezer's Blue album.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's responsible for taking Weezer's raw sound and turning it into that polished thing that we know as Weezer.
Do you want to play the music of that song on the guitar, and I'll try to make up a song.
Sure,
with
man.
Different lyrics.
That sounds like a great idea.
We're gonna now make up a song about live streaming to honor the Cars. And there we go. Oh yeah. Here we go. It's gonna drop here in a second.
That's the drop.
Okay, great.
I don't mind you something.
We wasted all your time. We've been live streaming. We try to get it right. We've been on a live stream. The camera set up lights. We've been trying to live stream. Just trying to get it right. We got Joshua not needed. We needed something to do. Joshua's just what we needed. We just need us, him, and you.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty. That wasn't bad.
That was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Bad.
Guys, that's just what we needed.
That was just what we needed.
That was just what
to
we
shake
needed.
off a
Just
little
to
of the
shake it up.
stress.
Jeez.
It was a little stress, but not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing out there? Do you have questions for us about the last battle, Mother Teresa versus Sigmund Freud? Maybe we'll try to keep it contained.
Yeah.
We had Kara on the show a little bit earlier, and we weren't able to make it work. But if you have a question for her, we're gonna try to figure it out. So we're happy to field them and or pass them along to her.
I'm gonna see if I can watch us.
Yeah, you want me to hold your microphone
Yes.
so you can type with two hands? I'm now double fisting microphones.
How do we get to it? How can I see? How can I see comments?
Patreon.
I'm in Lloyd's email.
Oh.
We'll do this.
Oh yeah, maybe go to sent. Yeah. So Battle came out yesterday. We thought we were going to get it done on Saturday. There was a couple color things that needed to get punched up at the very, very last minute, so that happened Sunday morning. That sounds like a backhanded compliment, sort of. What was I doing when Pete and Kara were acting? I was helping to, I guess, perform, doing helping direct the performance on camera. That was what I was doing most of the day when Pete was as Freud, was helping.
You directed me
Yeah.
as Freud, yeah. And I got, when I was first looking through footage, I got real mad for a second. I was like, what the hell? He messed up this and this. And then I looked at it again and I was like, no, he did a really great job.
Hey, nice.
It was a tough journey.
It was good. It was a really fun day. And then when Kara was performing, I was doing what I normally do, which is like sort of helping on the side just to look at stuff. Yeah, I was the foot, which is fun. We have a couple cool, fun pieces of content coming to the Patreon page of like extras and stuff. And there's some behind the scenes footage of how we did that foot shot and a couple other things. So yeah, that's basically what I was doing. Whenever I'm not in a battle and we're shooting, I honestly don't feel any more or less busy. I'm just busy doing different things. So.
Lloyd, you supported the idea from the beginning. Did you know it had so many dimensions to it, or did you just like the mother joke idea?
I'm in. I can read questions now too.
Oh,
I'm gonna repeat that. Lloyd, you supported this idea from the beginning. Did you know it had so many dimensions, or was it just the mother joke that you liked?
I think I knew it was like I had about probably, to be honest, like 30% of the levels. Like I definitely knew there was the mother joke. but I could easily see a religious and psychological, like science and religion are always sort of on opposite sides of things, especially when it comes to like psyche science. So I saw those. I didn't see as many. I didn't know about Mother Teresa and the controversy behind her.
Yeah, I didn't either. That really freaked me out. Did that make it into the second behind the scenes edit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such an interesting experience.
Yeah.
What Pimp the Projects
Oh,
line
yeah.
means?
You were doing
You-
Project.
you were running Project Pimp the Projects? That
Yeah.
was a reference to like, raise it money for Calcutta, but then
Yeah.
none of the money went to Calcutta. Money went to the church.
Almost like a flip this house joke of like cribs.
Sure.
You know?
It was more like, it was like, let me get some money for that. We'll put it over here.
Yeah. I felt like it didn't work out, but hiding other people's money, that is because Josie asked me about that too. Like, who is she hiding money for? And it was like big politicians, big world leaders, big powerful people would fund money into the church. And then what happened to that money was like...
It was more like squirreled away
Yeah.
than like it wasn't like I'm gonna hide this. It was like I'm gonna keep this in a shoebox in the basement.
Yeah. And you can't really tax a church, and you can't really
Right.
like go in there and look. And for me, always the question was Mother Teresa like actively conniving in cahoots, or was it more of like, and this sounds bad, but was it more of like she was the type of woman who really was not into that at all, and it was easy to take advantage of her in that way?
Yeah, I don't know.
Big question.
I don't know. That's a big question. I didn't come out of it thinking she was bad. I went through a period during the writing where I was like, is she the baddie? But then I was like, nah, I came down to like, she's washed a lot more homeless people than I ever
God.
can even imagine, or anyone.
Yeah.
Like I said that. Yeah, it's just like she did more good.
Way more harm.
And there's
way more good than harm.
And way more good than most people combined. And I think more people have done good being inspired by her
Yeah.
message.
It's like the church in general, like all of the bad things that have happened in church and Christianity and all that things.
Let's talk about this.
Why not?
Let's get down to the meat and potatoes of church.
Well, it's
It's
Mother
tough. That's a
Teresa.
tough.
It's Mother
That's a
Teresa.
tough call. That people were asking. Yeah.
Like St. Jude's. What
So I want to ask this.
All right, okay.
Dragon's Blood asks. We were going to do Dr. Phil versus Sigmund Freud. How far did we get before scrapping it? And why didn't it work out?
It didn't get very far. It was an infant that was young when it died.
Oh, jeez. Let's talk about infant death too. I've got some feelings.
Yeah. It didn't go that far. I remember coming in here and walking in there and you guys are like, this is just not.
It felt thin.
It's Dr. Phil is just not. He's Sigmund Freud is, if you looked at people in history that would be like written in history forever because of their contributions to things, he will be there. Dr. Phil will not.
No, he's below Archie Bunker.
Yeah. He's like a glorified Oprah Winfrey. No, not even.
Can we
Like,
establish
lower down.
that as the equator, by the way?
Yeah.
Like, is Archie Bunker a more legitimate character than you? Then you can't be in a rap battle.
I agree.
I like that.
I think Archie Bunker actually is pretty good.
Yeah, he's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I think Archie Bunker is like right there.
Yeah.
That's fine. Because you want to see him against
But we did
Jefferson.
also do the ShamWow guy already, so I don't know if that
Sure. Yeah. That
Remember
was,
the ShamWow guy?
I do. It made sense at the time. It
Hey, listen
did.
to me, camera guy.
It did. He's a symbol of capitalism, man.
I will
He's
tell
like
you,
pre-Amazon.
that performance of your ShamWow guy was one of my earliest, like, damn, like, Pete's got chops when it comes to impersonating people moment, which sounds like so normal now, but at the time, it was like episode 8,
Sure.
9, and
He was different than I am for sure. Like
Yeah.
he had a different face.
Yeah. And his voice was, I was like, how are we going to do this guy?
Sure.
And that was a big thing.
Oh,
That was interesting.
Thanks, man. I'm glad my ShamWow guy got you.
You broke it open with the ShamWow.
I think that whole rap broke things open. It was a first time exploring new editing techniques because we were working with Sean Barrett a lot.
First Sean Barrett edit, or Seuss was first?
I think that one was first.
Before Seuss?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Josh?
Yeah.
Which battle was first, Seuss or Ben Franklin?
Franklin. I definitely remember that being like, holy crap, look at this cool thing right here. And it was a new level in terms of, like, your back was to the audience. And
Sure.
Like,
We had things.
silhouette
Yeah,
thing.
things did things.
That was cool. Colin Sweeney, by
I'm
the
almost
way.
positive Benjamin Franklin was first.
Yeah, I think
I think.
you're right.
It's all season 1.
7.
It's got to be first.
I think
First.
Yay!
Hey.
First.
Yeah, the fat suit too for Franklin was a big thing.
Yeah, I feel like
Camera shake, first camera shake. Sorry, I
Yeah.
cut you off. Yeah.
Ben Franklin is a character I would want to play again.
He's
People
great.
ask
Yeah,
sometimes to
yeah.
Bring him back, and he's such a massive character that we did well. But
Sure,
like, we
sure.
could
There's more there.
probably-
Yeah, he's nice.
So much
He's
more.
rich.
So much more.
Yeah, Ben
Craft
Franklin
the
can come
lyrical
back.
cop and then spit the nails
I
in.
liked that one.
That was
Yeah.
fun. That was fun.
Did we ever consider putting Teresa against anyone else? Oh yeah.
There was some.
There was some real Thanos
there
talk.
was- there
It
was
got
some-
real.
Yeah.
That picture thing really. Let you know. We're here to
Cat
be
out of the
candid.
bag.
Javi loved Thanos versus Mother Teresa, and that's like he loved it. But I think he stopped loving it as much when he realized it wasn't the same Teresa. Wasn't the same Saint Teresa. Do you know about the glove thing? The Saint Teresa glove?
Only because of our
Sure.
conversation with that.
There's a different I think it's the Saint Teresa that Mother Teresa is named after. She had a gauntlet glove
Funny.
that looks just like the Thanos glove.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's
I wonder
crazy
if
how
that
much it
has
looks
anything
like
to
it.
do with the
Oh, it has
comic
to.
book.
It has to. It's so much the same. Like, how could it possibly not?
But it wasn't actually Mother Teresa's. You can unplug that thing from the
Oh,
audio
sorry.
about that. It doesn't need to be there. That's oh, yeah.
It's
That's
crazy.
gnarly.
So yeah, if you want to look up Saint
Saint
Teresa's
Teresa's.
glove.
That would have been I wasn't crazy about that
No.
matchup at the
Oh, I
time.
loved it. I thought it was clever, but I forgot it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
That's not fun
It
for
has to be
people.
fun. It has to be fun. I'm bummed you guys won't get to talk to Kara today. If you have questions for her, leave them in the comments. We'll
Yeah.
write them down and get back to her because I want to figure that out. The story behind how we got to work with her is so fun to me, and it's such a almost testament of why I think people should look at their phones less a little bit. now and then.
Yeah.
Because we were at a show
Sure.
and it was just getting a drink, and she was just happened to be a interesting person behind
Yeah.
this bar that I was talking to, and I remember being like, I'm in New York City, I'm not gonna have my face in my phone
Sure.
today, and that's what happened.
Yeah, you talk to people. That's so interesting. Yeah.
Just came, and working with her was really dope. So
She
I
was
just wanted
great.
you guys to meet her.
She was one of my favorite. We said all this, but
Yeah.
she was just she became part of the crew instantly.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, no, I'm here to work. Hey, let's get this done. Huh?
Yeah, let's get it done. I'm supposed to tell you guys, and I have to say this sounds so pushy.
You're
Hit the
supposed to.
bell button on the subscribe page of ERB. I feel like Jake Paul right now.
Oh, that's funny.
Just do it. I know it's a big thing.
You were excited to tell him about that.
I am. Look, here's the deal. You get all these weird, crazy metrics when you look on the back end of YouTube, and I did this live stream the other day on ERB2, and it was really just quick, just to do a test for like this and for other things. And
I'm sure it looked like it worked great.
I know, right? But a lot of I was like, how did you know about this live stream right now? Because I didn't tweet it out or anything like that, and
It comes
everybody,
through the YouTube thing,
it was
right?
notifications,
Sure.
and that's the bell. That's the only way to get notifications is if you click that bell.
I have a feeling that all the people that are in this live stream right now have already, if they want to, hit the bell.
I think you're right. Tell your friends. I'm just getting in a habit.
You're trying to. That's what you're trying to. You're trying to practice saying hit the bell. I don't think we should say hit the bell, because I was on Reddit and it was like what's
annoying?
wrong with YouTube? And one of the main things was everybody's like, hey guys, don't forget to hit that bell. It's like
Yeah.
so corny. Like
It is. I feel awful even saying it, but I think it. But it. That's how
Teddy
people find
Roosevelt can
out.
tell them to hit the bell.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt.
This is a Liberty bell. Hit it. You know.
Yeah.
This is another bell. Hit it.
Yeah. There you go.
Teddy Roosevelt can say that.
That's
That's
why-
Teddy Roosevelt's beautiful role in the epic rap battles history is he can yell about corny things,
Oh gosh.
and it's fine.
That's the show I want to at somehow, some way, someday.
Teddy Roosevelt does the news.
Well, that's a fun title. But if we were ever going to do anything in a longer form, I feel would be the spine of it somehow. That format where you can have that Monty Python thing. You stick a battle in the middle, maybe
Sure,
at the
sure,
end,
sure.
Put
And
a,
now, for sure, that's interesting. Wow, the battle in the middle of Teddy Roosevelt's new news format.
just the news. Today in history.
Sure,
this happened.
sure,
Here's
sure.
a battle. Here's a flash in the pan. That's like here's a classic one with all this production value. Here's one that's just PewDiePie versus T-Series or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, that's
here's a Patreon segment.
It's very
you know
interesting.
What I mean?
I've always liked the idea of Teddy Roosevelt bringing up news and then throwing it off to correspondents that are
of that time period,
or of any time period.
Yeah, and now with the invention of the guillotine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that guy Robespierre.
That'd be funny.
Hey, I'm here, Robespierre, here on location. We got this. Yeah. Seems to work great.
That's very funny to me.
Put another peasant in. It's fine.
So excellent. We're 2-0.
Robespierre didn't kill peasants, though. Robespierre's big in the like upper academia levels of Epic Rap Battles of History YouTube comment suggestions.
Really?
I think so. I have seen that Robespierre is like one of the. He's like next to Archimedes, like important historical people that I feel dumb for not knowing enough about to be excited about to be at a rap battle.
Right. What did he do? I don't know.
Robespierre was French and he killed French people.
I killed my own
I think he
people.
killed rich people. Or I think he killed like like upper middle class people. Like after they overthrew the king, Robespierre I think was one of the guys in charge, and then when they wanted to consolidate power, I think they killed people.
Wow, that's a lot of
right.
blood
Is that right?
Gore.
So he's the guillotine guy.
I would love.
Robespierre is the guy who's like put him under the guillotine. I think.
Right.
That's.
Hey. I love that. I think we can. There's such deep.
We got to get you a mic, man. That was
we
funny.
Gotta get that guy. There's such deep European history that's so ingrained into. I feel like most people in America, like I recognize that name. I recognize other things here and there. I don't. We never learned anything about, like, what's the history of Argentina and what's the history of like Brazil
interesting.
and,
like,
South America and all these other places.
Those guys were not called Brazil.
Brazil. I'm trying to give you my best charisma.
The history of them is that those other guys were dicks and like took them over and changed their history and rewrote all their history and destroyed all their.
Aztecs, like who's like the Incas?
Moctezuma, or however you like spell it the right way. It's like Montezuma, but his real name is harder. It's got X's in it.
Yeah, there's that one Mel Gibson movie that's so brutally lethal. It's all about.
Which one is that?
It's
not Braveheart.
You know what I'm talking about?
Is that Mel Gibson? Acapulco?
Apocalypto.
Apocalypto.
It's just
glory,
but
is that the one that ends with them running up on the cliff and there's the ships?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah. It's very, very.
Their suffering has only begun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those stories are all pretty tragic.
Mel Gibson's fantasy with the gore.
If you look at 1500 South America, the big figures are the Spanish conquistador dudes, and those dudes are monsters.
Yeah. I mean, people are half a body away from animals.
But they're also super brave, right?
Yeah.
Super brave monsters. But they killed everybody.
Well, imagine you've never seen a horse before, and all of a sudden there's a guy on a horse riding a horse with a sword, and you're like, they called them giant deers. Because that was the closest thing they had.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, in my mind I picture aliens. I'm like, I wonder what aliens look like. But what do you think a rhinoceros looks like to someone who's never seen it before? You're like, holy crap.
Sure.
This is a monster.
That'd be awesome if somebody came riding in on a rhinoceros.
Hell
That's how
yeah,
I would conquer.
Dude. How has there not been a rhinoceros army yet?
They did the elephants. Hannibal's a good one.
Hannibal's a great one.
Hannibal's another one that he's
there
right there.
It was Hannibal and Hannibal for a while. The Hannibal Lecter, Hannibal.
Hey.
Ooh, it just poked its head back in like a turtle.
Hello?
Hey.
We're gonna switch the battery.
Number 2.
This feels pretty technically advanced.
That was a fast cut.
Yeah.
Fast cut. Can you see? Are there other questions in the stream over there?
I don't know. I can come up here and see.
There you go. Oh, that's interesting. Here, move this out of the way.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you still hear me? I think so.
Yeah. This is what a podcast of us would be like. Just us talking to each other.
I like talking to you.
I like talking to you, too.
Part of the challenge with the live stream discussion is that there's things I want to talk to you about. The wig decision I just had to make. I just had to make the most my heart is still pounding from this wig decision. I made a big decision on a wig.
Big wig decision?
An expensive wig decision. Real expensive.
Yikes.
And
that's why we have to keep
But it was so good. It was there's a wig coming up that's so good.
I don't want to know. If you guys don't know anything about Pete and I, there has been a couple of different things that are said between the way to describe Pete and I in terms of differences. And I don't buy anything. Pete is the buyer. Pete buys stuff. I don't know why it is about me. It's like a childhood trauma or what. But buying things makes me anxious. It makes me. But it's. If I ran this company, we would suck because we would be shooting on we would be using camcorders and VHS tapes right now. But yeah, you're right. This is stupid what I'm saying. Let's talk about the beat.
The what? The beat of what?
Beat of Mother Teresa. You picked a pretty bouncy beat.
Oh, I love the beat.
Oh gosh, I think to compensate for the heavy. So the question coming in was, why did we pick such a bouncy beat for Mother Teresa?
Yeah.
Because it's
fun.
Yeah, I had to add some fun to these heavy characters.
Yeah, it's fun, and I like Michael Jordan, Adam versus Eve, Picasso versus Bob Ross. Those are some of my favorite beats. We love Jurassic 5. We love like classic bouncy fun hip hop. It's supposed to be fun. So
characters that can't yell at each other need more oomph in the music.
Exactly.
Like they need more hit. If you can't go forward with your head, you got to be able to go forward with your hips. You know.
Yay. And there's so much like heavy hip hop right now.
Sure.
When we listen to beats, it's like Blueface type beat. It's like
yeah.
So
Lloyd calls them the underwater beats.
Yeah.
The beats that are like.
Yeah. That's popular. I get it.
Yeah, it's good.
I think it has to do with like what the clubs are like right now.
We've got another Beneath 040 beat coming up in the Rap Battles catalog.
Hell yeah.
I know he was the producer of Che Guevara versus Guy Fawkes, and I think people
Classic
they
beat.
like the fresh sounds.
Yeah.
That was a first time producer we were working with him, but he's gonna be a second time producer very soon.
Fresh sounds, fresh faces. Rob Rico, he's here in town again. We should get him on the live stream one of these days.
That might
That'd
be
be
the
fun.
plumber. That's the plumber. Excuse me.
The
The
plumber.
plumber's here.
The plumber's here.
Hello.
We have a plumber here. We are in the midst of a toilet crisis right now. It's not bad. It could be much worse. I will tell you that. It's not like overflow, but it just won't shut up. So these are the things that you have to deal with now when you're independent, because we didn't really have to deal with that as much before, because most of the time we were working in a different location. We would record here and hang out here and stuff, but we would not need to spend a large amount of time in this place. So what else you got? I got a question for you guys. I have a question for you all. What is a good time to do these particular things? It's like we're supposed to do this one at 3. It started at like 3:30. That's Pacific time here in LA. So when do you all ingest these type of things? I guess if you're all here now, it works for you. But if we were to here's the thing. We're trying to find a time to schedule this so it's the same time every month, so that it's not willy-nilly all the time, and we can prepare a little bit better.
Same day too.
Yeah, same day.
Same day, same time.
Yeah. So trying to find out information from y'all. What is it? Weekends? Is it the week? And we're not going to try to take a poll here and agree. I just like with the vertical versus horizontal thing. When is it easiest for people to watch this type of thing? Obviously, we have to make it easy for us to do it.
Yes.
But maybe it's earlier in the morning. I don't know. What do you guys? What works for y'all?
9 a.m. live stream. 3 p.m.'s coming in hot.
3 p.m.'s coming in hot.
3 p.m.
Does that mean the time we just did? I guess that's why they're all
sure.
here.
3 p.m. feels, yeah, they're the 3 p.m. folk.
Yeah.
Someone asked, what type of stuff would you be looking for in upcoming battle suggestions?
Oh, Josh has a question coming from the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Historic versus modern.
The question is, what kind of stuff would we be looking for in suggestions coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're looking at 2020. We're looking at second half.
Yep. Like I said, I'm looking for historic figures that are outside of the United States and Europe. I feel like there are a lot of characters from South America and even Africa or East Asia that we haven't touched upon as much, and I'd like to treat history globally.
South America, I think there's some strong contenders.
Yeah.
Asia, I know something we see a lot is anime directors and anime creators and thought leaders of the manga world.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a place to go if we both wanted to tap into that audience and recognize a popular suggestion from that region.
Yeah, I would learn a ton too. That's cool.
Oh, we did do an Irish character, didn't we? Wait, hold on.
Irish?
Somebody's Irish.
Well, no,
Aren't they?
Not James Bond.
Oscar Wilde would be.
That
Yeah,
guy's
we haven't
Scottish.
really
That's
done it.
different. That's insulting.
Yeah, but I feel like I was thinking
Irish?
about Irish earlier, and
I mean, Billy Mays looks Irish.
Billy Mays is an Irish person.
Irish. I mean, that's easy enough. There's plenty of Irish characters out there.
The search for powerful, well-known, worldwidely recognizable Irish historical figures is
Isn't
tough.
J.P. Morgan Irish?
He might be of
But
Irish
that's
descent.
Like he's like
yeah,
Irish American. Yeah.
it's tough. I've looked through the Ireland. Oscar Wilde comes up high. I think Oscar Wilde is up there at the top.
I think that's cool. That's one place we never toured. We didn't go to Ireland. We got
I've
to
been there.
Scotland. You were there, but we
Yeah.
never got to there. On the Rap Battles tour. Ireland is cool, but again, that's a.
The Burger King looks Irish. He's got an Irish vibe to
He
him.
does have an Irish vibe. And Wendy could certainly be Irish with that red hair. Correct?
What do you think about that? I'm still fixated on the anime thing a little bit. Is that interesting? Miyazaki, which one is he?
Miyazaki.
Studio Ghibli. Am I saying that right? Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli.
That sounds like small corn pieces.
Giblets.
Yeah. Jeez.
Manga.
Is he manga? Is he anime? And what's the difference? Is what I want to know. I would need to learn manga. Not even called manga. It's called manga. Josh is answering. Manga is the books. Anime is the films. Miyazaki is the cross between anime and other stuff.
Wow.
Can we have an example of Miyazaki? Miyazaki, am I saying it right? Miyazaki? Miyazaki?
Miyazaki.
What's the name of his work? What? I know nothing. That's both
Yeah.
of us are coming into this
That's
with
the thing,
zero knowledge.
Oh, right. I heard of Spirited Away.
Okay.
It's cartoons. I mean,
I
it's
feel like I used to watch that in high school.
what is the thing about anime that y'all, and this is with all due respect, what do you like so much? Like,
What do you like so much about wearing shorts, bro?
I'm an
Because
awkward
I'm
white guy
not
in shorts.
seeing the appeal.
Yeah, I guess I just don't. It's not. Again, I respect it, and I watch cartoons a lot.
No, it's
but
a
they were
it's a
very
valid
different.
question. It's a valid question. I'm taking umbrage, and I don't watch it at all, and
Yeah.
I don't know the answer either. I think it's boring. I'll come out and say it. I think it moves too slow.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm just so far. It's so deep. It's so deep.
People
and,
don't
like,
blink.
I can't. Yeah, I
They
can't
just
keep
move
up.
sideways. It drives me nuts to watch.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, that research process, and I know that's like a different caliber
Right.
of that whole genre, but that was still tough, and that's supposed to be more like fun to watch, right?
Yeah, and like accessible and stuff.
I would wonder if you would consider doing him versus one of his like most popular characters, and why you would choose between a character of his.
So Josh is asking if we would rather do the director or one of his characters. I feel like the director is the one that I see the most. I see him versus Walt Disney because
Yeah.
people are mad that Walt Disney got done the way Walt Disney got done.
Why? That was awesome.
Some people are mad because
He's not supposed to be mean?
he was the corporation, not him.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do an animated battle. I think that it's definitely in our future. And I think an interesting way to do it would be do one character animated.
What
and
was the
other-
SpongeBob SquarePants rename that we had?
What?
It was square trousers or rectangle square trousers.
Oh,
God, that made me laugh. We wanted to do SpongeBob SquarePants one night, and we were like, we probably can't call him SpongeBob SquarePants, so we'll have to call him.
something square trousers.
Oh God, it made me laugh.
Oh no, what was it? Squeeze Rob square trousers.
Washrobe square trousers. Maybe I don't remember. It was something funny.
An animated battle where one guy was the actual director
And the
of
other guy's Peter
animated-
Griffin.
Peter
Seth-
Griffin.
No,
Seth
Okay.
MacFarlane.
Yeah, he bothers me.
I think you would have to do Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is so
It's a
they've
popular
just,
one. It's a
like,
popular one.
exploded onto the scene.
Sure.
And I've watched it and it's real funny.
Doc Brown. No, they're
We did them
two.
already.
Well, I know, but him and Marty could
Oh,
come.
right.
That's definitely
No,
a suggestion.
there's been the suggestion of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy versus Rick and Morty, which is
That sounds
kind of funny.
Awful.
It's kind of funny.
If it's animated, maybe.
Yeah.
But I feel like we might get in a little bit of, and legitimately so, get into a little bit of copyright trouble if we try to do Scooby-Doo
Yeah.
in a cartoon rap battle, because
Yeah. You're
We'll
not
wanna do
doing
it
an impression.
well.
You're drawing him very accurately.
we're like casting.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, toilet guy. Plumber. That is a weird thing to say to someone. So sorry. This is my life. Bill and Ted, but we already did Bill and Ted. Rick and Morty.
I am astounded. There is
what?
no one I know that respects plumbers more than you.
Yeah, I know.
And you just called him toilet
I know.
guy.
It's my bad. I apologize to the world.
How out of character, too.
I meant to say toilet fix guy, and then I bailed in the middle.
Toilet guy.
Toilet guy is
Later,
an awful thing
poop
to say.
man.
God,
Poop cowboy.
what a shitty thing to say. I guess you just what I needed.
Just what I needed.
Oh boy.
Guys, this has been simultaneously the worst live stream and the best live stream that you've ever seen.
I have to agree with that.
Gosh.
This is fun though. I think that we should probably wrap it up here pretty soon. We do have a lot of work to do this week.
We got
have a
raps
shoot-
to write.
Yeah, here's the update. Just an update for you. We were shooting Saturday and Sunday.
This Saturday and Sunday?
This Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, man, wait till you see the wigs.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Just
God.
Locking down
They
wigs.
look so expensive. They really do, though. This one wig, when you see it, it's amazing.
I don't care about it. I do. The only thing I care about is if the hat doesn't squeeze my head.
Yeah, we're working on that.
That
Did you
is-
try on the hat?
I did, and it was
Did it squeeze your head?
it was a little big, which is good.
Oh, big's good.
Big is
Big's
good.
good.
But it wasn't that big, which makes me wonder.
No, it won't
with
squeeze.
hair,
It won't
squiggled
squeeze.
on
I
top.
saw your wig. It's great. Your wig's amazing. You look great. You're gonna look great.
We have a very
I wish we could talk more open. Like,
Can't
but
do
we
it.
can't do it.
can't do it.
But
We have
man,
to- some mystique needs to be made.
we found some things today. We went back to the glorious Western costumes this morning, Morgan and myself, and we found something. We found a critical piece that was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah,
It's for the October release battle.
October release battle. Yeah, we are shooting a month ahead, which is great. We are hard charging into the end of the year, which we knew was going to be a busy time and is always a busy time.
We forgot. Oh, can we go back to that question before we go about future comments, suggestions?
Oh yeah,
I think we're always looking for stuff that Lloyd and I can play. We're definitely looking for a Zach battle.
yeah.
So I texted Zach about something.
Yeah.
He said he would do it, but he doesn't think it's the right move.
Really?
But it's exciting.
Yeah.
So Zach's ready.
Heck yeah.
So we need some Zach
we need a Zach
suggestions.
suggestion for sure. And then what else do we say? Oh yeah, we want to work with guests, but like we're of a certain generation. I think somebody younger, like a younger person, not like a teenager, but like a like 20, 25-year-old, something like that. That like, because I feel like a lot of people who watch YouTube videos are that age. People like seeing people their own age. and
We talked
wanna
about this
learn
last time. I think there's actually a page on the Discord, or maybe that was from the writers' room. Either way, we did talk about it. I think
okay.
people have suggested some YouTubers that we should check out.
Right on. Well, I will certainly do that.
See you guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we will see you next week. And thanks for being patrons. It's been really good.
What happens next week?
What happens next week?
We have a writers' session.
We have a
tonight,
writer's session tonight
7 p.m.
at 7 p.m.
Right?
Yes, we have
Okay.
a lot of talking to do.
Bye.
Let's really hit this second check. Here we are.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs.
Awkward white guys in shorts.
With the goofy legs. Look like a turkey. Whole white turkey. Skin a dead turkey. Look like a turkey. Talk about
Awkward white guys in shorts.